Hi everyone, I'm Kendra from Kendra Perry Nutrition, and this week on the blog we are still discussing endometriosis. So if you're wondering about this condition and what it is, I wrote a pretty comprehensive article on that, so you can check that out on the blog, kendraperry.net/blog/blog. And this week we're talking about 5 very powerful supplements that can really help you if you are suffering with something like endometriosis. So just my little disclaimer, supplements are really helpful. They can support us, they can stimulate certain metabolic pathways, but if you don't have the basics in place, if you are eating junk, if you're not sleeping, if you're super stressed and you don't exercise, then, supplements aren't really going to help you and you shouldn't waste your money. Not at least until you have those things in place, okay? So if you have those things in place and you're looking for some supplements that could help with this condition, I'm going to discuss 5. Okay, so the first one I want to talk about is DIM. Okay, stands for diindyl methane. And this is a really, really powerful supplement for endometriosis, and it mostly has to do with the ability of DIM to bring down estrogen. So endometriosis is pretty highly associated with excess estrogen. So when it comes to healing it or reversing it, you really need to manage your estrogen levels, okay? So DIM's really great. What it does is it actually reduces your estrogen, okay? Another really great thing that DIM does is it improves your metabolism. So it takes the estrogen that might be metabolizing down some of the more harmful pathways and it pushes it down a very helpful pathway that can actually protect you from estrogen dominant cancers, okay? So DIM is awesome, but it is very effective. So unless you've been tested and unless you know that your estrogen levels are high, you probably shouldn't use it because it can actually bring down your estrogen too low if your estrogen levels weren't elevated, okay? All right, so the second supplement I want to talk about is curcumin. So curcumin is the sort of medicinal component of turmeric, which is that yellow, orangey Indian spice that just totally dyes your hands if you get it on you. Okay, so curcumin is very, very potent when it comes to anti-inflammatory side effects, also when it comes to being an antioxidant. So there's been some studies that have shown curcumin to be even more anti-inflammatory to some of the anti-inflammatory drugs like ibuprofen and Advil, okay? So it's really great. It can really help with some of the negative side effects of endometriosis. So if you're getting a lot of cramping or pain, a lot of inflammation, curcumin can really help with this. Additionally, curcumin is really great for helping detox the liver. And if you have a congested liver, your estrogen levels are going to be higher than you want because the liver is meant to sort of clear these excess estrogens from the blood. So if the liver is congested, estrogen will stay higher. So curcumin can not only help reduce the inflammation, act as an antioxidant, remove damage from free radicals, but it can also help stimulate your liver to detox estrogen from the blood. Okay, what do I got next? Okay, so I got NAC, which stands for N-acetylcysteine. Okay, so this is a precursor for glutathione. And glutathione is actually your body's main anti-inflammatory. Main antioxidant is what I meant, not anti-inflammatory, but your body's main antioxidant and detoxifier. So, you really do need glutathione if you're going to move chemicals and excess hormones out of the body. But it's not very effective when you just take glutathione. It's not absorbed well. So I like to work more with precursors. N-acetylcysteine or NAC is one of these precursors that can help stimulate glutathione production. Okay. All right. So the next supplement is calcium D-glucarate. Okay, so this is really, really awesome when it comes to endometriosis. It's a really, really powerful supplement. Okay, so basically what your body needs to do to remove estrogen from the body or any hormone is it binds that hormone to glucuronic acid. Okay, and that's what helps move that hormone or that estrogen out of the body. Okay. But when you have bad bacterial flora, so bad bacteria in your gut, you tend to have more of an enzyme called beta-glucuronidase. And this enzyme can actually break that bond between the hormone and the acid. And once that bond is broken, it actually can't be moved out of the body and it actually gets put back into circulation. So it's found that a lot of women with endometriosis, they have more of this kind of imbalanced gut flora. They have more of this enzyme. So a lot of their estrogen ends up recirculating around the blood. So if you take calcium D-glucarate. I always forget the name of that. If you take that, it can actually help bind that estrogen and help move it out of the body. So it can increase that bond and get that estrogen out, which is really great. So it'll stop your estrogen from being recirculated in the blood and actually help eliminate it out the butt. Yay. Okay. The fifth supplement I want to talk about is taking digestive enzymes with ox bile. So bile is the substance that is produced by the liver. It's stored in the gallbladder, and it's what your body uses to sort of move toxins out of the body, but also to sort of bind to hormones and estrogens and move them out of the body. So if you have a bile deficiency, then you actually aren't able to move a lot of this